was unbelievable. That was unbelievable.
That was unbelievable! Wow!
The Commonwealth Air Training Plan Museum in Brandon, Manitoba is home to aircraft, automobiles, and artifacts from another era. From ongoing restoration projects to living, breathing aircraft, it preserves a pivotal chapter in Canada's aviation history. Today, we meet the people who keep these planes in the air and learn firsthand what it takes to fly them. Join us as Travel Manitoba goes behind the scenes at the Commonwealth Air Training Plan Museum.
When they decided to have the air training plan in Canada, they built 701 of these hangars.
How many are left?
Probably under 20.
Wow!
This is a British Tiger Moth, a DH-82A. It served in England during the war and came to Canada in the 70s. Someone asked me what's my favorite aircraft, and I said, well, who's your favorite child? It's hard to say that, but this one it tugs at my heart. I really like this airplane.
How many planes are in the collection here?
We have 35 that are relatively complete that I could say that's an airplane.
Right.
Out of those 35, we have 8 of them that are airworthy.
There's something so pretty about this. Like, look at this plane. I love seeing all this.
See this?
Can I just pop my head in there?
Sure.
I'm just gonna...
If you were younger, I'd teach you how to get in there.
Well, oh wow. You must have a sense of pride taking care of all this.
So I'm very, very proud of what we as a small country, Canada, did to stand up against fascism, right? To stand for democracy and build this country. And all of these things tell that story. It gets emotional at times. But that's why we do it.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
This is a really historic piece of history that we're going to be flying in.
Yep, this is our 1940 North American Aviation Harvard Mark II, and it was used in as an advanced sort of combat trainer and advanced pilot trainer. And it has a bit of a reputation of being a little tricky at times to fly, but most people were able to figure it out.
Today, something special is going to happen. You're going to let me take the stick and offer some instructions?
Just a little bit, yeah. We get up to altitude. I'll show you a little bit of how things work.
Let's get at her.
Okay.
So what are you looking for? Just that there is fuel, or
Water,
if there's any
water
water
in the gas. Yeah.
And how could you tell if there was water in the
It'll
gas?
sink to the bottom.
Oh, okay. I have to say, being this close to a machine like this, it's like a classic car. Like, you know when you see a classic car and it's like, whoa, what a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing. Like, look at this. Like that?
Yep. So tighten your lap belt first.
Tighten the lap belt first. You know, I haven't been to the Red River X in a lot of years.
Okay.
This reminds me a lot if I'm getting ready to go in the zipper or something.
Okay. That's the flap lever. Don't touch that.
Don't touch the flap lever.
Gear lever. Don't touch that.
Won't touch the gear lever.
These two things here are the trim wheels.
Okay.
You don't have to.
I won't.
Notice the floor in the airplane.
Yeah, you can see right
There is
past.
no floor.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. There's no
If you
floor.
drop anything, it will be donated to the province.
Got it.
Clear.
This sounds amazing! Oh man, this is so cool!
wife's grandfather instructed on this exact airplane in Gimli, Manitoba in 1951. Wow. This exact airplane. What's it like flying it knowing that? Well, it's kind of a special airplane to our family because of that. This is the oldest Harvard Mark II left flying in the world. Wow. And we're back in the hangar.
That was unbelievable! Wow!
Man, I thought my parking spot at home was tight.
This is our de Havilland Tiger Moth. By no means a speedster, but it'll do about an honest 75 miles an hour.
I've never done that on the highway in a car.
Never. When you move the rudder pedals,
Yeah.
as you're pushing and pulling on the pedals,
Yeah.
all you're doing is just pulling this cable, and that runs back to a control horn back there, and that turns your rudder.
Do you remember that scene in Home Alone where he's pretending to have the big party?
Yeah.
And he's attached to all those
All
ropes? That's what that looks like to me.
We're checking the blind wires, making sure they're nice and tight. They're good.
This reminds me a lot of, every now and again, I'll check the spokes on my bike.
There you go.
And this is what's boggling my mind about the plane we're about to go in. We're checking to see how tight the spokes are, holding the wings together. Okay.
You know how to do that.
I sure do. This old boy.
Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get you to throw those two switches up on top of the dash. I'll get you to turn those both on, please.
Okay, switches on.
Brakes are set, throttle's cracked, switches on.
This is cool. This is cool. This is so cool. Just to give you an idea, it is tight in here. Here we go. Okay, wow. Oh, wow, this is incredible. This is amazing. This is really amazing. The view from here is incredible. Also, it's much quieter than the Harvard was. It's an amazing way to see the province. Wow. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Can I take the flight now? Okay, I'm taking the controls here. All right. Here we go. Losing some altitude. That's okay. I'm trying to make it go straight. Oh boy, this is a lot harder than it was in the Harvard. There we go. Not bad. I'm flying a plane. How cool is that? Wow. Oh wow, we're pointed straight down. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now I'm gonna level her out. We're gonna go the other way. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. We are at 45 degrees. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. This is a steep bank. Oh my goodness. At about 3,000 feet. We're now heading. You got it. Okay, he's got the stick. Okay, he's taking the stick. That was we got like really far. There's the airport. We're on our way back. Well, we're coming in for final approach. I mean, come on. How pretty is that? All right, we're coming in for a landing. Over the highway. There's the runway. Runway 26. This is incredible. Wow, 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 wow. That was unbelievable. Ah, man, that was so awesome. That was so awesome. Not a bad day at the office. Bending around. How about that?
There you go.
Gentlemen, thank you again for such a wonderful day. That was amazing. The experience of flying the planes was cool, but I think for me cooler was to experience the living history that these represent. Absolutely amazing. Thanks again.